Where are you, Archer?
Yummy.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we wanted to share with you two recent trips we have taken. This first one was to visit family in our old hometown of North Carolina. It was just a short weekend visit, and I visited my aunt's garden, and I can't wait to share that with you. And then afterwards, Michael is going to share with you his trip that he took to Spokane, Washington. Enjoy! Hey guys, it's a hot day. But I am at my aunt's garden. We're visiting North Carolina, and I just wanted to show you around a little bit. This is her garden. So cool. She's got so many things. I've got a huge basket of goodies because I feel like my garden has been growing, but I haven't been able to harvest anything really. So it's so awesome to get things to bring home with us. Let me turn you around and show you what she's got. So she has tons of dill. This is all volunteer from last year. And then some cucumbers growing. I can't remember what these are. They look like, oh, they're like a purple pepper. I got one of those to try. Her onions. Look at all these rows. I love having so much. This is all okra, all down here. We tried one off the vine. It was delicious. Some beets. I got some of those. And her squash. She has some artichokes growing here. We're just gonna do this quick. This is rhubarb, some more dill growing, and then look at all this basil. I got so much basil from her. I can't get my basil to grow. This is potatoes. She's gotten tons of potatoes already. This is her second batch of them. And then all of her tomatoes got knocked down in a storm, but they're still growing and delicious, and I got plenty of those. There's all different kinds. Lots of good, huge slicers. I'll show you some of those. And then over here are all of her hot peppers. She doesn't like the sweet peppers. She likes hot peppers. So I got some serranos and habanero to take home. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. So awesome. This is somebody else's spot. Lots more squash over there. Such an awesome gardening space. And I loved walking around. She let me go through all of her seeds too, which was so cool. And I got lots of those to plant for next year. But look at my harvest I got here. Lots of basil, lots of dill. Her tomatoes weren't quite ready, but like, look at these big, giant things. Let me show you this one. I think this is a mortgage lifter tomato. It's huge, it's massive and awesome. So over here is a neighbor's garden. They have like this shared space, and he has, oh my gosh, look at all the tomatoes growing. All of these zucchinis and squashes. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? So anyway, he shares all of his stuff too, so I'm gonna grab some more beets over here. He's got so many beets growing. And lettuces. I would love to take some lettuce, but I know it won't make it home with us. But yeah, it's been very hot out, so everything's a little droopy. You guys, watch this. Those are massive beets. So exciting. I think this one's totally ready. Oh, wow. Let me put that little baby back in there. I think that's enough beets for me. I'd say these are a different variety than are growing in the other garden because they're so massive. That's exciting. I'm gonna slice these up and pickle them at home with some of the dill from my aunt's garden. And I can't wait. Please excuse my hair everywhere. Oh, anyway, thought you'd enjoy seeing that. Quick visit. We're going home today, but yeah, it's been wonderful. So that was all I captured from our weekend visit to North Carolina, but I also wanted to share this little video clip with you. This was a few days after we got home, and this little birdie flew into our window and fell and just got so stunned. And Michael went out there and picked him up. Look at him, it's so cute. This little guy couldn't even stand up, so Michael was out there holding him and just trying to get him back together. Or her, it may have been a girl bird, I'm not sure. But trying to get her senses about her again. And the kids got to go out and see her, and we eventually had her back on a perch and she flew away. So she was just fine.
You're so gentle. Buddy. Make a look. How are you doing? Yeah, you see its eyes? Hopefully. Probably just like a little dizzy and confused. Like
Wanted to get it flying away, but...
Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around for the end of the video. I'm here in Spokane, as you can see, and you can probably hear too, there's a little bit of road construction. But, you know, this really has nothing to do with our channel. There's no homesteading in this portion of the video. There are no chicken coops, no cooking recipes, just showing off some good food I had while I was on a work trip to Spokane. I did a lot of downtown walking, checking out the restaurants. So I'm all about local fare and tried to hit only local stuff, although you'll see one was not because it was a late night. But just wanted to show off some of the good food in Spokane, you know, if anybody's ever searching for good places to eat, if you're in the area. And I don't know, who doesn't like to see good food? So hope you enjoy this portion. If you want to go ahead and end the video now, that's totally cool. It's just going to be like snippets of food from here on out. But if not, stick around, enjoy the food pics, click subscribe below, and we'll see you guys next time for our next video. Alright guys, so for our first stop, we went to Frank's Diner. I had just gotten off the airplane and I read the reviews about this place, and it's very, very highly rated. It's in this cool little train car, which I thought was really hip. And actually, just for one person, there was a 40-minute wait, so you know it's good. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's really cool, and the food was excellent, as you can see. The next place that I have here, actually I wasn't excited about. It's called Incrediburger and Eggs. And it had a really cool vibe on the inside. I was thinking it was going to be kind of lame, but it was actually super good. That salad was all Asian inspired with the chocolate shake, all like homemade ingredients. It was one of the best meals ever. So while you check out my hotel room, I'll just go ahead and give you a disclosure. The restaurant clips, I was trying to be sneaky with my recording, so they'll be a little bit shaky, but at least you'll enjoy the good food, I hope. Spokane, this is what it looks like when you're walking around downtown. Had a lot of really neat buildings. And the next morning, I was headed to this place, First Avenue Coffee. Now, as you come in, you can see it's got like this cool, clean, white vibe. Everybody before my training was stopping here each time because it was close to the training place, and it was really popular. So the owner was really cool. They had all these baked goods that they made most of themselves. This is the donut I got, this lemon poppy seed, and their coffee. Coffee wasn't my favorite, and it was a little overpriced, but it had a really nice vibe, and I enjoyed sitting there. Next, we have Cochinito Takariya, and this was actually recommended by my boss, and it was so good. Those tacos, the beans, to die for. Definitely stop there. Next, I went to this place on my own. It was kind of a fine dining spot, but I skipped lunch for the day, so I figured I'd take my lunch budget and put it into dinner. And I ordered the cheapest thing on the menu, but everything here is completely homemade, down to their ketchup, their bread, everything is homemade. The people beside me got like this red wine and duck confit. Well, you know, I got the cheapest thing on the menu, so burger and fries it is. And they were actually really good. Unfortunately, I wasn't very hungry, so I think I only ate half of it. But there's the menu, and the food is coming up. And actually, I didn't even show you the buns. The buns there were so good, little rolls. Okay, next is the Satellite Diner, and this place was also really good. As you can tell, I love breakfast. It was a little bit on the greasy side, but it was a nice local spot, and I was glad I went there. The next day, we stopped at the Brooklyn Deli. It was in this little historical building, and so the inside is pretty cool looking. Normally, I don't stop at a deli because I can make sandwiches at home, but I'm glad we stopped here because it was really good, and I got an excellent Reuben. And I actually also ordered tea and then realized later I'm in the Northwest. They don't have sweet tea here. But it was a really cool place with all this musical vibe in there and nice back room. There's the food, and it was delicious. Alright, so the next night I went with a coworker to this place called Wave Sushi Bar. And there's several places in the area that have good sushi. This one, I didn't really think the name was going to be that great, you know, judging by the name. And went there, and it was actually so good. Miso soup, and then this like chicken yakitori something, edamame, and then that sushi. Excellent. Definitely stop there if you go to Spokane. So since I didn't like that last coffee place, I went here the next day in Daba Coffee. Cool name. It was actually like a 20-minute walk from the hotel, but that was fine. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Also a nice clean vibe. I liked that motto, love people, love coffee. I got an avocado toast here and a coffee. The coffee was good, but the avocado toast was actually really good. You can see, look at all the good stuff on there. The next day we went to Nudo Ramen, and this was another one. I went with a bunch of coworkers. I think this one's kind of a chain place, but who cares? Look at that. And they gave you way too much food. It's awesome. So, you know, this can't be a video on our channel without showing off some more gardening. So while I was out of town, I checked out a local garden, our co-worker's garden, and they had some really great stuff growing in there. Some nasturtiums, lots of tomatoes and beans and lettuce and collards and whatnot. I liked how they had the whole ground cover plan, and then they also had really great house plants. So, you know, I had to be a total creeper and record it. Alright, and then I had to go back to Frank's Diner. As you guys can tell, I am a huge fan of breakfast. This place, even though it wasn't really diner prices, I don't care. I'd spend every dime there. It was so good. I'd eat there every day and be 500 pounds. So here I am just showing off some of the architecture and another coffee shop. I love coffee and breakfast. This place is Bruised Bros, which I thought was a really cool name. I think it's also a chain, but who cares? Locally owned, right? So I stopped here. It also had a really cool vibe in there, a little small place. The employees here were really nice. And they had a lot of unique drinks, so I thought that was neat. And this was afternoon, and it was like 95 degrees, so I got an iced coffee. And it was like between meals, so I got a little cheese Danish. Then that night, I was actually just kind of feeling lonely in my my hotel room, so I went to a movie by myself. And I don't ever get to go to the movie with my family because it's expensive. So there I am, enjoying the nice recliner seats in a movie. It was actually nice. It felt like, I was hanging out with somebody.
Pizza.
Then I went to Mod Pizza. That's what I'm saying there. Again, another chain, but it was late at night. It was like 10 o'clock, and I had to get something. I was hungry, and they were the only ones open, really, in that area. So Mod Pizza has lots of different flavors. Just, kind of build your own kind of place and get it 10 minutes later. And it was super delicious. It was like this buffalo chicken something or other. Got a cream soda. Walked back to the hotel eating it. It was excellent. Then we got to finish this off with another breakfast place. This was Madeline's Pathicity. And it was so good. They had a nice simple menu, great prices. The coffee was really, really good. And their pastries, out of all the places, looks the best here. It was hard for me to just pick one thing. I wanted to get it all and bring it home. This was the day of the flight though, so couldn't do that, but you can see how good that looks. So hope you guys enjoyed that tour, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.